Hey, what's up guys? Yuri here with an amp review. Today we're talking about the Blackstar HT Studio 20. Now this amp is an older generation. Currently Blackstar has the third generation or Mark III series of their amplifiers, and they've got a boatload of new features for recording and all sorts of things. Today, the reason we're reviewing this one, honestly, is because it's what I got. I got this amp on loan from a friend for a couple days, and so we're gonna talk about it. The way Blackstar got founded was a group of former Marshall employees got together and created the company known as Blackstar Amps. Now, Blackstar amps have been used by loads of heavy metal legends such as Dave Mustaine from Megadeth, Zakk Wylde, Slash, and even the late great Eddie Van Halen himself. Now, we all know that Blackstar are great for making metal amps, but how does it play clean? That was position 2, bridge humbucker and neck. Let's try position 3 yet. Position 4, neck and mid. Neck. right, guys, so here is the Blackstar H20 in question. I'm gonna zoom in right there so that you can see the logo, HT Studio 20. Now, when we were playing those clean tones, I had the tone knob at all the way up to 9. I don't normally do this on my amps, but I wanted to get a good Fender type tone on the amp, so that's why I did it. Now, there was another moment in the middle where I had the tone actually like around there, around 5. That sounded a little muddier, if you will, but some people like that. Some people like the tone a little more bass heavy, not so much on the treble side. Okay, now the ISF switch has moved all the way to the left. Let's see how that sounds. Now all the way to the right. Okay, now all the way to the left again. Now, if you hit this button right here, that's what we were doing to get those overdrive tones. I had the gain only at 3 o'clock, which is relatively low. Volume right in the middle at 5. And for reference, master volume was at all the way at 5. And in terms of dialing my tone, it has an EQ right here, bass, middle, and treble. Now, this only applies to the overdrive, but what I like to do is I like to keep the treble and bass around 6 and 7, and I like to bring the middle back to like around 4. And that, for me, gives me like a nice metal tone. And now this ISF feature is the one we were using earlier. It's the infinite shape feature. And if you keep it in the middle, it's rather neutral, clearly. If you bring it to the left, it makes it sound more like American metal. And if you turn it all the way to the right, they say it's British metal. Now, if you keep it to the right, it's gonna sound more bassy. And if you bring it all the way to the left, it essentially scoops the mids and tightens your tone. So final thoughts. Is this amp worth it? I say absolutely yes, it is worth it. If you're the type of player that's looking for something balanced that can give you good cleans, but also great overdriven heavy metal tones, then get a Blackstar. Really can't go wrong with it. Now, if you're the player that specifically wants that Fender tone or specifically wants that Vox tone, then get a Fender or a Vox. Obviously, those are going to be better suited for your needs. But overall, the Blackstar is a great amp, very balanced and versatile. So, highly recommend. 2 metal horns up. Alright guys, well that does it for this video. If you liked what you saw, drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you think. And until next time, rock on.